276. In the dream, I rented a small storefront and planned to engage in the business of high-end wine. Unexpectedly, I purchased several cases of goods from Lao Lin. When I opened them, I found that they were all empty bottles. When I tried to negotiate with him, I couldn't find him. I met Lao Gu, who made fun of me. Later, I heard that something had happened in Xiao Luo's family. His father complained that he wasn't given money for medical treatment, and his aunt also quarreled about the poor living conditions. It was a complete mess. 277. In the dream, I told Lao Liang that when he had money, he should spend it sparingly and not use it all up at once. He should manage his finances in a sustainable way. Soon, there was a severe flood, and I couldn't get home. I was trapped on a bus, just a few stops away from my home. 278. In the dream, Mr. Jiang became my boss, and he was also a distant relative. I treated him to chocolates, and then I got off work and left. He didn't seem to recognize me. In reality, yesterday during the meal, my younger brother and I opened a bottle of aged soy sauce wine from the old commune in 1983, and it tasted quite good. 279. In the dream, the water pipes at two places in my house were spraying water, and I couldn't stop it. I called a repairman to take a look. He said that the wall had to be knocked down to turn off the water supply. I was extremely angry. 280. In the dream, I couldn't scan the QR code when going through the customs, and I was very anxious. I brought a large sack of peanuts, and when I weighed them, they were only 5 kilograms. I was laughed at by others. 281. In the dream, I went barbecue with friends from Beijing. There was a golden school bag tied to my bicycle. On the way, I saw many soldiers and military vehicles passing by. I passed by my relative's factory and wanted to go over and ask if they wanted to go out and have fun with us. 282. In the dream, I went to a building materials factory and met a supervisor who was asking his subordinates to check whether the quality of the wheels met the standards. He looked very imposing and decisive. 283. August 29, 2023, in the dream, a group of international students went to the mountain to watch the sunrise. After the sunrise, they quickly returned to school for class. On the way, they met several villains who blocked the road and refused to let them pass. It took a long time for them to return to school. When they got there, they saw many girls having classes in the classroom. I also dreamed that I saw a calligraphy work of preface to the Orchid Pavilion collection at Lao Luo's house. He gave it to Lao Liang, and Lao Liang happily accepted it and gave an antique vase in return. 284. In the dream, there was a meeting in the village. I needed to register my property, but the procedures were incomplete, so it couldn't be handled. Before going, my relative's niece asked where she could buy rosewood furniture. I seemed to remember seeing it in a certain shopping mall, and I thought I would go and take a look when I was free. I also dreamed that there was a renovation going on somewhere. Lao Chen led the renovation team and passed by. Someone wanted to ask them to help clean up the remaining building materials and other sundries, but in the end, it just fizzled out. 285. In the dream, I went to a restaurant with a friend. 3 men and women came in from outside and picked a fight for no reason. I dragged one of the men outside and gave him a good beating. They slunk away with their tails between their legs. When I paid the bill, the landlady gave me a discount card and said that these people often came here to dine and not pay.